or what's going on in the city of Decatur? Is there anything that you want to kind of communicate, or what's going on? Like, give me the update on some of the projects, some of the things you're excited about, or just anything like that.
One of the biggest things is the Rev Complex, which actually I think they're going to switch to the Fleetwood RV Sports Complex. They're kind of rebranding themselves. Um, our guys and girls have spent the last 3 years working out there. They've had a lot of time and effort into that park. It's a really nice place. It's taken a lot of our time up for our employees, but when it's done, it's going to be a wonderful park for everyone to enjoy.
I think it already is.
It is. It is. And I love the addition of the pickleball and basketball and the cornhole boards and the playground. It's just a great place for people to congregate.
Okay, I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm not against it. I dig it. I just don't understand it. What is pickleball, and why is there such a fever for pickleball? I mean, I'm sure you've noticed, like, people are obsessed.
They are. I think it's a sport that all ages can play. It's a little bit smaller court. It's not quite as fast as a tennis ball, but it is addicting. We talked about BJ Froed earlier. He's one of my favorite opponents to play with, and Paul Baker, who thinks he's one of the best athletes in the world, but I have a better record than he does in playing it. But it's just a fun sport. I see kids from 5 years old to adults in their 80s playing, and it's something everybody can enjoy. It's kind of like golf.
All right. Anything else you want to add with community updates, or?
So one of the things we saw a few years ago was they talked about pedestrian walkability on 13th Street. It's a major issue. There's just not anywhere to walk or ride a bike along 13th Street. We're trying to work on that. It's expensive. The main crossing we're working on right now, and it was one that I picked out, was Bowman and 13th, which is right by Richard's Restaurant and Big Star Insurance. There's a lot of apartments on the west side of the street. There's hundreds of people that live on the west side, and on the east side is your grocery store, your dollar store. There's a lot of things over there, and I can't stand seeing kids try to cross that street in an unsafe manner. So that is the first intersection that we're going to work on. That's going to happen this fall. We're going to make sure we have the right signalization. We're going to have some walking paths for kids to walk on. That's something you'll see soon. One other thing that's going on is we've been working on is the Kikianga project. It has adult softball, men's and co-ed, and it also has a dog park involved with it. It's out in the Kikianga area, the Parkview Drive, the hospital area. One thing that's holding us up right now, we're waiting on FEMA's approval because we bought out the old assisted living, Woodcrest assisted living over there. We bought it out with a FEMA grant. So there's only certain things you can do there. It's not in the floodplain. That's not the problem. It's just what we can put there. And that's where the dog park's going to go. So as soon as we get the approval, we're going to move forward with that project.